I got introduced to the game twice. First, I had my first team name was Houston Chiefs because the place I started out of it was Chiefs Center Court. After a while, I changed. I wanted to get a little bit more respect out of the name, so I changed it to Team Houston. With Team Houston, that's when B.J. Holmes was with me. He was with me with the Chiefs, and we changed it to Team Houston. The first time I seen him, he was probably in the 3rd grade. We was out messing around, had a qualifier. We was out on the outside shooting some shots. I said, man, what's your name? B.J. I said, man, you can't play. I'm smacking this stuff. He make a couple moves. I said, this little kid, all right, he's a nice little kid. He probably, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I ain't realized about another year later, man, somebody said I was looking for a place to play. This little kid walked through the gym. And at the time, it took me about a year to recognize he brought it up. Coach, you don't remember 2 years ago when we was outside playing at that school up there? I was like, that was you I was outside playing with? BJ was good in 4th grade, man. He was a pudgy kid, man. BJ was pudgy. Matter of fact, I got some old clips. Somewhere on the computer somewhere. BJ when he was, maybe I think he was in 6th grade then. But he used to ball. Another dude came to town named you know what I'm saying? So John introduced me to and I knew we played against each other in high school. He was a senior when I was a freshman, I think, or a sophomore, but he had a partner named, Darren Caters, who was the head had the Adidas grassroots back then. He was real good boys with the Pump Brothers, and he was getting an Adidas deal. Asked me if I wanted to get some help. So I was like, all right, cool. He sponsored the team that year. We did real good, I had lost Jay, but we was rolling anyway. Then he started asking me in the middle of the year, man, what you think about sponsoring a team, man? We had a team like T-Mac All-Stars, because Tracy McGrady was the name around here. T-Mac All-Stars, what you think about that? That's cool. Man, would you ever think about changing the name to T-Mac? No, I like Team Houston. I wound up taking a job back at UMass. He was coaching at UMass, and long story short, he was plotting on starting his own team called T-Mac. And I didn't know he was talking to BJ and them behind my back. Stuff starts swirling again. Like, Lowe, BJ gone. I said, what you mean BJ gone? People hit me again. Lowe, you checked on BJ? What you mean BJ been with me since the 4th grade, y'all? You know what I'm saying, dog? He's going into 10th grade, 6 years we've been together. Me and the family, we break bread. Nah, I'm good. Somebody hit me again. Lowe, hey, you hollered at BJ? I said, nah, what's up with it? Well, on the street, he might be moving. I'm like, moving to where? And Dad called me, Coach, need to holler at you. I said, what's up? Benny Holmes, Coach, I need to holler at you. I said, what's up, Benny? Man, I think BJ wanted to kind of go over and play with another team. What other team? T-Mac All-Stars. So when he said that, I'm like, he coming back and said, where is back? Said, yeah, well, he started this team, he want to do this, got a lot of people here and there. And I'm like, no, okay. Let me talk to BJ. So they said, come on by, Lowe, come get it. I said, I'll go by and get BJ. And BJ and I so tight, man. BJ couldn't hold it from me. I said, BJ, what you want to do, man? So, Coach, I want to be over here. I want to play with you. This is where I want to play with my friends. So, okay, well, that's it then. Let's go in and tell your folks. Let's go in and tell them. Let's go get this thing done. We walk in, you know, BJ crying and everything. I'm like, man, you good? He said, Coach, he said, you want to play, man? All right, well, let us talk about it a little bit more, Coach, and we'll call you. It's like, okay, all right, good. So I'm riding to the crib talking about, man, this is all messed up right here, but you know, we're going to be good now. We're going to be all right. B say he good, so I ain't tripping. You know, Dad called me later on and said, Coach, you think we're going to let BJ go play at the other team? I said, what you mean? We just talked. He said, well, you know what? BJ can't make this decision. This is a decision that we made. It's like, gotcha. I was cool with John taking Jay. I didn't like it because I was with him every day, all the time. He took my big with him. But I was still good. Once I had BJ, I was still good. I wasn't tripping. We'd have went to war with anybody. We'd have won. You know, you take like my best player, who I've been telling, I've been pushing and promoting and everything else. I done told you that he better than this guy, he better than that guy. So, you know, they wound up taking him, man, and jeez. Like I said, man, by that time, I had lost Jay, I had lost Isaiah, and then I lost BJ. Those was like my big three. When you lose your point guard, man, and BJ was my point guard, it was just like everything just kind of just caved in. We were down at the Pearland Classic. It was a Texas Classic then. And we was playing a game, and we lost, man, and throughout the whole course of the game, I'm having to instruct too much and do this about stuff that I used to have to do. It was coming so easy because BJ ran the team so well, and, you know, got everybody roll, man. And these dudes fussing and fighting and arguing, man, and I'm like, man. So after the game, man, we lost. I had to gather myself. I talked to the dudes, make sure they were straight. And I walked outside through the back door, man, and I broke down. Bro. I cried, man. I was by myself, man. I was hurt. And I was like, man, I can't believe I done did all this work, man, had these kids for all these years, and these people turn their back on me. They treat me like this, man. And I don't know what I did. You know, you start questioning yourself, you question God, you question everything about you. What is it about me? You know what I'm saying? What is it? I know that I ain't did nothing wrong. I'm trying to do what's best. So I was hurt because I was ready for the breakout. You know what I'm saying? And it just didn't come. So I got myself together. I went back in. I told all the guys, man, look, I'll get with y'all next week. We had a good tournament, good run. I came back home, man, and I think I just laid down, man, and just stopped. So with that being said, I stopped coaching. That day I stopped coaching. In hindsight, you know, we didn't talk for a long time after that, but in hindsight, like I said, I don't have any ill feelings or remorse or anything else, regrets, no bad thoughts towards Benny and Tavita Holmes. I love them to death. I see them to death and run and hug them. And they felt they did what they thought was in the best interest of their child. It's what they supposed to do.